Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We're going to go ahead and start our program today. My name is Rick Rangaitis. I'm the CEO of the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to Bella Gala. It's a time of great growth in our city and a perfect time for the San Marcos Chamber to present a new event. Welcome to San Marcos Forward. The support and confidence you have in our organization is greatly appreciated. And as you'll hear today, we are doing more than ever to help our members grow their business and grow our local economy. We have it all covered today: education, development, remarks from our mayor, and you can't look forward without paying respect to the past, which we'll do that today as well. At this time, I'd like to recognize some elected officials from the city of San Marcos: Mayor Rebecca Jones and Councilmember Maria Nunez. From the Palomar College Governing Board, Jacqueline Kaiser, Dr. Holly Hamilton Beakley, Yvette Maria Costa, and Roberto Rodriguez. From the San Marcos Unified School District Board, Andreas Martin and Lena Miam. I'd also like to recognize San Marcos Chamber Board of Directors that have joined us today. Our board chair, Mike Winter from Hillside Properties, immediate past chair, Verinda Missett from Interfaith Community Services, past chair, Matt Simmons from Consultants Collaborative, secretary of the Chamber, Julie Lanther Bandy from Palomar College, vice chair of finance, Matt Cleary from EDCO, Justin Buhagiar, Boys and Girls Club, San Marcos, Dr. Godfrey Gibbison, CSUSM, Tess Sangster, City of San Marcos, Patrick Schallberger, Hollandia Dairy, Debbie Thompson, California Bank and Trust, and Anthony White from TrueCare. You know, we're so pleased and so thankful for all the sponsors that we have. Appreciate everybody with table sponsors that we have today. We can't do this without you. I want to recognize our platinum sponsors for this event: California State University San Marcos, North City, and the Hill District at North City. Our gold sponsors: Ambient Communities, California Pacific Homes, Children's Primary Dental, EDCO, Hollandia Dairy, Kaiser Permanente, Lab Holding, Meritage Homes, Palomar College, and Redwood Construction. Our program sponsor today is KB Homes Coastal, and our silver sponsors today is Consultants Collaborative, Magnus Blue, and Pima Medical Institute. The San Marcos Chamber's mission can be stated by our four pillars. First, maintain a fiscally responsible organization, provide resources to help our members, advocate for our members and small businesses, and promote the community. Here to update you on what the Chamber is doing is our board chair from Hillside Properties. Please welcome Mike Winter.
Good morning, everyone. So glad to be here. Thanks, Rick, for the introduction. It's so awesome to gather like this, right? A community coming together. As Rick mentioned, my name is Mike Winter. I'm the founder and CEO of Hillside Properties. And I really sell San Marcos. That's what I do. I help people buy and sell homes around here. And that's the easiest part of my job, is selling San Marcos. And that's due mostly to the people in this room. You're what make it easy for me to sell San Marcos. Just a couple of weeks ago, I had a couple from New Jersey that wanted to move to San Diego. They wanted to see the best parts of San Diego. And I saved the best for last when I took them to the top of Double Peak, right? And I showed them around, and after being in a bunch of other neighborhoods, they're like, this is it, this is the place. This is where we want to be. For my 25 years in that business, for a lot of those years, I didn't really think too much about business. I thought about, families. I thought talking about what color kitchens people wanted, whether the house had a pool or not, these kinds of things. But as I matured as a business owner, I began to realize, and I finally woke up to the fact, just how important business is to any community. It's why people come into our community. That's really the fabric of our community. Businesses, institutions that you represent, businesses that you own, companies that you work for. That's why people move to San Marcos. And so I got involved with the chamber, and as the board chair here, Rick talked about our 4 pillars. I wanted to reiterate that we are committed to advocating for policies that promote growth here in San Marcos, that assist businesses in becoming that vibrant part of the community. I want to share with you a few things that we've been doing this last year and some things we're doing in the future. One is Leadership San Marcos. I don't know if you've heard of this program. We just finished our 2nd cohort back in April. We started last October, and we're going to be doing another evolution of Leadership San Marcos here in October. It's been an amazing program that's helped us bring tools to leaders, entrepreneurs, executives, but also those aspiring leaders, those that are supervisors or managers in our businesses. And instead of just parading anecdotal stories to those aspiring leaders, we're actually equipping them with tools. We've got some great facilitators, some great other leaders that are showing them how to be better leaders in our community. So we're really proud of that program, our Leadership San Marcos. Another program that we're really proud of, something that's Rick has really spearheaded, is our Workforce Development Committee. One of the things that San Marcos Chamber wants to do is help businesses connect with stakeholders in the community, those employees. And what we're hearing from businesses is that they can't find the employees that they're looking for. They need that workforce to be developed. And so the Chamber is committed to getting involved and figuring out ways that we can help develop that workforce. We've got a couple of employee factories here in the community, right? Our institutions that are educating our future employees. And so as a chamber, we're trying to help bring those things together. And then not so much business-oriented, but more community-oriented is our Rising Stars program. And once again, I don't know if you've heard about this, and I don't have a whole lot of time to talk about it, although I could for 20, 30 or more minutes. But you'll find a bunch of people in this room at Cal State San Marcos or Palomar one Tuesday a month during the school year, where we acknowledge seniors in high school that are really overcoming the odds. And it's so inspiring. Our mayor is there every month. Other city council members are there. Our other community leaders are there. Law enforcement, our fire department, there to promote and uplift these students once a month. And as a chamber, we're really proud that we've been able to raise thousands of dollars to turn over to those students as scholarship money to help promote what they're planning to do. It's a great way for us to connect to the community. Well, last 2 things I want to share with you. One is our Spring Fling and our Fall Harvest Festival that we do each year. Those have moved to North City now. Did anybody recognize that? Some people showed up on Via Veracruz and were like, where is it? We moved it to North City, and that's been a great decision. You know, I drove the golf cart that would take people from the parking lot down to the Spring Fling, and I had people in the back of my golf cart that were coming here from Pine Valley and Alpine, from downtown San Diego, people from Riverside County, from San Clemente. Like, we just wanted to see what was happening in San Marcos. And you have the chamber to thank for that. Not only is it drawing people in from all over the place, but it's a place where businesses can showcase their wares and what makes San Marcos San Marcos. And we're looking forward to that continuing to develop there in North City. Last but not least, we're about to change our farmers market from Tuesdays to Friday nights. And we're really looking forward to this. Beginning the end of July, we see the farmers market as more than just a farmers market, where it is a great place for businesses to connect to the community, but a place where the weekend can begin for those that live in San Marcos. They can show up on a Friday night. They can partake in all the best of what San Marcos has to offer. They can get some street food, or they can visit some of the great restaurants there. And we're really excited about seeing that develop into a destination every Friday night to kick off our weekend. We hope to see you there. I've got some last remarks for you, and then we'll get on to the better parts of our program. As San Marcos continues to grow and evolve, the Chamber remains more than just a voice for business. We are a catalyst for progress, a connector of people, and a champion of community. Through bold partnerships, dynamic events, and unwavering advocacy, we're working to create a city where businesses thrive, residents feel connected, and innovation leads the way. Really, we are deeply grateful for your support, your partnership, and your belief in our mission. Thank you for standing with us and for helping us move toward a stronger, more united, and more vibrant San Marcos. Let's move forward together. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Now it's time to go to our education forward portion. So we have a couple speakers with regards to the education forward portion of our program. First, Dr. Star Rivera-Lacey proudly serves as the superintendent and president of Palomar Community College School District. As someone who started her post-secondary education at a community college, life has come full circle, providing her an opportunity to lead one of the largest single college districts in California. Throughout her 28-year career in higher education, Dr. Rivera-Lacey remains passionate in ensuring all students have equitable access to pursuing their paths to success. Her commitment to social justice drives her motivation for educational reform, which aligns with her distinct interest in serving the underserved populations. After her start at MiraCosta College, Dr. Rivera-Lacey went on to earn a bachelor's degree at CSU San Marcos and a master's degree from San Diego State University. She then earned her PhD in education from the San Diego State Claremont Graduate University Joint Doctoral Program. While she begins her 4th year leading Palomar College, you can also find her sharpening her skills as a 2nd degree black belt in Shirin Ryu Karate. Please welcome Dr. Star Rivera-Lacey.
Good morning, buenos dias. I love the title of this segment. I don't think it could be more appropriate because education is the catalyst for progress. Education is the foundation for the success of not only our students, but our entire region. This year marks my 28th year of working in the community college system, and I feel extremely fortunate to be part of a system that positively transforms the lives of individuals, their families, and future generations. As a North County native, former low-income and first-generation student facing limited life opportunities myself, there's not a day that goes by that I'm not grateful for my community college education. I tell folks it was the CC that made the PhD possible. You often find me saying that we at Palomar College have something for everyone. We are the place of a million chances, and we accept 100% of all who apply. Educational attainment via the community college system serves as a great equalizer. We are the engine of progress for so many in our community, and sometimes the only vehicle for social and economic mobility. Nearly 40% of our students are the first in their family to go to college, close to 45% receive financial aid, and nearly 70% identify as ethnically diverse. So to be part of a system that provides opportunities to all who are willing to invest in improving their life circumstances through education makes me tremendously proud. And like any sector of the economy, we strive to be the very best at what it is we do, so we continue to create opportunities, break barriers, and foster the self-empowerment necessary for the 29,000 students we serve to flourish, achieve their dreams, and contribute to the workforce. It's through partnerships with amazing institutions like CSU San Marcos that we're able to provide opportunities and pathways to our students. For example, our Palomar associate degree nursing students are able to seamlessly transition into the CSUSM Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing, allowing Palomar transfer students to earn a bachelor's degree in just 14 months. This collaboration is in addition to the many transfer pathways we support. You might be thinking, what about students who don't want to transfer and prefer to directly pursue a career? Well, true to our mission, vision, and values, Palomar College is home to one of the largest career training programs in the region. It is one of the fastest growing divisions within our district. We are intentional in building these programs and remain committed to serving the workforce needs of our region. Thanks to our industry partners, we're able to train the next generation of professionals in design and manufacturing technologies, health, public safety, and the trades. For example, students in our wastewater technology program have direct access to internship pathways at Los Vallecitos Water District that turn into amazing careers. Our apprenticeship programs in carpentry, sheet metal, drywall, sound tech, and electricity are a tremendous success, with students earning college credit while receiving expert training. And in partnership with well-respected programs such as MAC, we train the next generation of childcare providers in industry that fosters the success of our most valuable resource, our children. And of course, I'm absolutely thrilled that Palomar College is launching its first ever Bachelor of Science degree in Building Performance and Environmental Design. This program of study prepares the next generation of professionals with the expertise needed to create environmentally and socially responsible built environments, and directly responds to the growing demands for sustainability experts in the construction and design industry. Students will be able to earn their bachelor's degree for a total cost of approximately $12,000. And our intentions are to lower those costs through apprenticeships and work-based opportunities. And although I do not have time to name all our partners in the room, a special note of recognition to Mayor Jones and the City of San Marcos Council, San Marcos Unified School District, the Boys and Girls Club of San Marcos, and True Care. We are only able to do this incredible work with your support. I'm proud that Palomar is a part of the incredible educational system in North County that is well positioned to educate the next generation and beyond. Go Comets. Thank you.
Go Comets. Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. Patricia Prados-Olmos, is the Chief Community Engagement Officer at California State University, San Marcos. Dr. Prados-Olmos is a true pillar of the CSUSM and North County community. She began her journey at the university in 1997 as a professor of multicultural and multilingual education, and since 2008, she has served as a transformative administrator. In her current role, she leads initiatives that deepen the university's ties to the region, whether through military affairs, tribal partnerships, economic development, or community-engaged scholarship, helping position CSUSM as a powerful engine of social change and regional prosperity. Beyond the campus, Dr. Prados-Olmos is equally impactful. She was recently recognized as 2025 Nonprofit Board Leader of Influence by the San Diego Business Journal for her service as Vice Chair of the MAC Board, a nonprofit dedicated to advancing economic mobility for communities across San Diego County. She was also named Woman of the Year by the North San Diego County NAACP. Please join me in welcoming a visionary education leader and community champion, Dr. Patricia Prados-Olmos.
Well, good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's such an honor, a true honor to be here, especially alongside such a tremendous leader and Cal State alum as President Star Rivera-Lacey. It is truly for the benefit of our entire city and our region that our two institutions and presidents work so closely together in our higher education ecosystem. I want to thank the City of San Marcos and the San Marcos Chamber for bringing us together in the spirit of collaboration and progress. Mayor Rebecca Jones and members of the City Council, we appreciate your leadership and vision. When we talk about the future of this region, we must talk about higher education, and not just as individual institutions, but as a truly collaborative pathway from K through 16, because education is such an important part of fueling the economy and quality of life in our community. We know that when education partners work together across systems, sectors, and missions, we can transform lives and communities in ways none of us could do alone. At CSUSM, we're proud to be a national leader in social mobility, ranked in the top 1% in the nation for how we work with students and families to craft the lives they choose with success and prosperity. Today, 55% of our graduates are the first in their families to earn a college degree. You know, we recently had commencement. You may have noticed the extra traffic around on Twin Oaks Valley Boulevard. It was an amazing 2 days of 6 ceremonies to see all those students and their families celebrating such a success. 8 out of 10 of our graduates choose to stay right here, to live, work, lead, and give back to our region. That's impact. From innovative nursing and engineering programs to strategic partnerships with regional employers, like so many of you in this room, we're aligning education with the demands of a changing workforce. Through my role in community engagement, I'm grateful to so many of you who have been supporting our students with applied learning experiences such as internships and clinical placements. We do not do what we do without our civic and business partners. In fact, this summer we are so excited to break ground on our new Integrative Science and Engineering building. This state-of-the-art facility will allow us to expand our existing software and electrical engineering programs and launch a new major in industrial and systems engineering, the only such program at a public university in San Diego County. Our focus is on building a diverse pipeline of career-ready engineers through opportunity and access, and who are equipped with the technical and critical thinking skills employers need in the current innovation economy. And we're proud to be doing this in close collaboration with Palomar College. Our institutions share not just a city, but a deep commitment to student success, especially for those who are first in their families to go to college and get a degree. As you heard from President Lacey, our one powerful example is our ADN to BSN pathway. So that's the one that you talked about, right? That allows the students to transfer from Palomar to Cal State San Marcos to earn their degree in a very quick and short timeline. Can we advance a little bit? So they complete both degrees in about 3 years. This kind of innovation our region needs. Flexible, affordable options that fast-track students into high-demand careers in healthcare, which is vital to sustaining the healthcare hub that we have here in San Marcos. We're also so proud of the partnerships with the city, as well as the chamber and its members, to provide hands-on experiential learning to our students. For example, through our College of Business Administration's networking reception and senior business experience trade show, our students interact with local business leaders and provide solutions for sponsoring business organizations. Through our Democracy in Action program, CSUSM faculty and students partner with the City of San Marcos to conduct research, gather qualitative and quantitative data to benefit city projects, learn about city government, attend city council meetings, and become more civically engaged as future leaders. But our pipeline of progress doesn't begin in college. We're also deeply invested in the K-12 system because we know that preparing students for higher education starts early. Through our Alliance program, CSU has signed MOUs with over 24 local school districts and tribal partners, including the San Marcos Unified School District, to guarantee admission for students who meet the academic requirements. We're also expanding dual enrollment opportunities, like our SWIFT program, which is Scholars in Wellness and Innovation Fast Track, which enables high school students to take university-level courses in health and wellness-related fields like public health and human development. These students earn college credit and workforce certifications while still in high school, putting them on a path to a bachelor's degree at CSUSM in as little as 3 years. Programs like SWIFT are not only accelerating educational attainment, they're helping us meet the behavioral and mental health needs of our region by developing the next generation of professionals right here at home. Through these partnerships from high school to transfer to career, we're building a more connected and more equitable educational landscape. Together, CSUSM and Palomar are showing what's possible when institutions collaborate with a shared sense of purpose to empower students, fuel economic mobility, and shape the future of San Marcos and beyond. Thank you. Thank you for your continued partnership and for recognizing the critical role that education plays as a true catalyst for regional progress.
Thanks, Patricia. Through the flowers, I am back. We have so many great resources in our city, and just from an education standpoint, everything from San Marcos Unified School District, Palomar College, CSUSM, we are so fortunate, the list is even much longer than that. University of St. Augustine's for health services, PIMA, there's just so many opportunities. So thanks to all the educators that are in the room today for everything you do for our city. And and our young students, as well as our old students. So now we're going to go a little forwards and backwards at the same time. My family and I moved here from Chicago to San Marcos 13 years ago, and just in that time, we've seen so many changes, all for the good. I mean, just the growth of the University, of North City, of the city itself, everything that's happening. With all these changes, I can't even imagine what it looks like from a San Marcos lifer. So please welcome to the stage from Consultants Collaborative and Chamber Board member and San Marcos lifer, Matt Simmons.
Sometimes you can't see the flowers through the forest. Today we can. Good morning, friends, neighbors, and fellow champions of San Marcos. It's a deep honor to stand before you today, not just as a board member of San Marcos, of the Chamber of San Marcos, but as someone who's been a part of this incredible community my entire life. My story in San Marcos didn't start at a ribbon cutting or a chamber meeting. It started many years ago when this town was a little quieter, but just as full of heart. I've seen San Marcos evolve, stretch, and grow in ways we could only dream of decades ago. I've walked its streets as a kid, raised my family here, built my business here, and invested not just my time, but my hopes in this community. I literally can remember the days of riding my horse to Landia Dairy for an ice cream, spending my afternoons at the Boys and Girls Club, which back then was a portable building hooked up to a garden hose to the neighbor for a water supply. For those who may not know me or my business, I am with a small family-owned land use development firm called CCI. I'd like to take a quick second and recognize my business partners, my brother Jason and my father Jim. I thank you both for your support on all endeavors. I'd also like to thank our wonderful staff. We couldn't do this without you guys. You guys are now family, and thank you for that. CCI started in 1987 with my father's vision of being able to create amazing places for people to live, shop, dine, manufacture, and grow. My brother Jason and I got involved in the late 90s and early 2000s, and have successfully grabbed that ball and run thanks to a great handoff from our dad. Many of the city, and the community's developer partners are here today and should be recognized for some, but certainly not all of their amazing projects. KB Homes Coastal, who's brought us many new neighborhoods like Mission 316, Viewpoint, San Marcos Highlands. Meritage Homes and their grand opening of Cielo and their up-and-coming project Oak Crest. Ambient Communities with the revitalization of Capilina Street and Capilina Apartments, which just broke ground. California Pacific Homes and the Lab Holdings, who just started construction, creating a unique opportunity of mixed-use maker spaces, public gathering locations, and a beautiful residential neighborhood. Shea and Lennar Homes with many neighborhoods, including a very distinct Hill District. And of course, we cannot talk about transforming this community, San Marcos forward, in exciting new construction projects without mentioning Seabreeze Properties, who have brought us North City under the visionary leadership of Darren and Gary Levitt. And now, as we look ahead with San Marcos Forward on our minds, I see something extraordinary on the horizon. San Marcos Forward isn't just about development, it's about direction. It's about asking ourselves the hard questions. Where are we going? Who are we becoming? And how do we stay true to what makes this place special while still embracing change and opportunity? Our current and past city council and management had the foresight and vision to make some very bold moves that have set us in a direction we continue to follow. I thank them all for that vision, which includes their continued support of making San Marcos not just the most amazing place to grow up in and raise a family, but the education and medical hub of all of San Diego. With amazing educational facilities like San Marcos Unified School District, Palomar Junior College, Cal State San Marcos, Pima Medical Institute, University of St. Augustine, and the best of the best medical facilities like Palomar Health, Scripps Health, Tri-City Medical Center, Kaiser, and TrueCare, we've set ourselves up for success. These facilities have created the opportunity to take our kids from preschool to grad school to a healthy career, all within a few miles of home. From our growing small businesses to our growing education sector, from the new high-rise mixed-use buildings to the new hospitals and medical offices, from the families who've called this town home for generations to the newcomers choosing San Marcos for their future. We're all part of the same story. We all have the role to play in shaping what comes next. Our chamber and our city are committed to that future. We're investing in infrastructure, workforce development, policies that support sustainable growth that respects our history, while positioning us to lead in a region. We want San Marcos to be a place where businesses don't open, they thrive. Where families don't just live, they build a legacy. I want the next generation to have the same connection to San Marcos I've been lucky enough to experience. I want our children and grandchildren to be able to say, this is where I belong. San Marcos Forward is about that belonging. It's about progress with purpose and balance for business, for community and the people who make San Marcos vibrant, the vibrant, resilient city we know and love. A healthy community depends on supporting those in need through impactful services. We're fortunate to have outstanding nonprofit organizations here that make a meaningful difference in countless ways. Thank you to the Boys and Girls Club of San Marcos, Casa de Amparo, the Terry Organization, Interfaith Community Services, and Solutions for Change. San Marcos needed you then, needs you now, and will absolutely need you for what's next as we move forward. San Marcos used to be known for its chicken coops and steel buildings. Now it's known for its amazing educational and medical facilities, its wonderful residential communities, its fantastic parks and trails and open spaces, its growing business community, and most importantly, for the people who live, work, and thrive here. Thank you to all of those who have contributed to this community, both past and present. Thank you for believing in this town, for investing your time, your resources, and your heart. Let's move San Marcos forward together. Thank you very much. If Patrick Schallberger could join me on stage here, while we talk about moving forward, we absolutely have to recognize our past. It's also my great honor to present this year's Heritage Award as part of San Marcos Forward program. We reflect on a theme, then, now, and what's next. This award recognizes the legacy business that have not only shaped the foundation of San Marcos, but continue to play a vital role in its future. These are businesses that embody the spirit of resilience, innovation, and community past, present, and future. This year, we're proud to celebrate Hollandia Dairy, a name synonymous with quality, tradition, and family values. Hollandia Dairy was founded in 1950 by the de Young family, who immigrated here from the Netherlands with a dream of becoming dairy farmers in the United States. With humble beginnings in Escondido, they built their legacy from the ground up, rooted in hard work, integrity, and unwavering commitment to excellence. Over the past 75 years, only people here longer than me, I think, the de Young family has grown Hollandia Dairy into one of California's oldest and most respected independent dairy producers and distributors. Known for delivering farm-fresh, high-quality milk and dairy products throughout Southern California, Hollandia has remained a family-owned business guided by strong values and a commitment to sustainability. Their dedication to humane animal care, sustainable farming practices, and community engagement has made them more than a business. They are a pillar of our region. Hollandia Dairy proudly serves homes, schools, restaurants, and businesses across the area, ensuring their products nourish both body and community. Through preservation, innovation, and unshakable sense of purpose, the de Young family expanded their operations, contributed to local economies, and built lasting relationships with generations of customers while staying true to their core values. Today, as we look forward to the future of San Marcos, we're proud to honor the legacy of one of the most enduring businesses. Patrick Schellerberger is the CEO of Hollandia Dairy and is here to accept the award. Congratulations for 75 successful years of business in town. Over here, under the flowers.
I don't have a lot to say, but I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for the Chamber for putting on this great event. Thank you, Matt, for the kind words. We couldn't have done it without this community and everything they've done. So we've been here since the start. We're really proud to be a member of this community. And we love to give thanks to the community, our customers, and last but not least, the employees that make it happen. So we're really appreciative. We have employees that have been with the company for over 50 years, and we couldn't have done it without them. So just really proud to be part of this community, and we want to look forward to our future here as well. Thank you.
Congratulations, Patrick. Congratulations, Hollandia Dairy. Thanks, Matt. I don't know how close of attention you were paying attention to Matt. So you can tell a San Marcos lifer because they say San Marcos. They don't say San Marcos, they say San Marcos, right? I learned that right when we moved here. We are so proud that the San Marcos Chamber calls North City home. And here to give us an update on the North City project, President and founder of Seabreeze Properties and developer of North City, Mr. Gary Levitt.
I took the straight route and not the flower route. Good morning, and thank you to the Chamber for the opportunity to talk to you about North City. It's a subject that obviously I never tire of, as my family will attest. Similar to the 4 pillars, I also have broken my talk into 4 sections: the where, the why, the what, and the when. So, where is it? Most of you know it. It's that area that's been under development for 20 years, in my head at least, but it's been all of that on paper for the first 5 or 6, but it's taken us that long or longer to get there. In 2004, I came across a small piece of property south of the 78, west of Twin Oaks Valley Road. And when I did a little bit of due diligence, this was a difficult piece. It was small. It was on the side of a hill. It was landlocked. I found out that the city had an agreement with Scripps and with Kaiser to build hospitals in the area. And CSUSM was already up on the hill with 5,000 students. And I found out that they were going to be 5 times that size and maybe more. North County Transit was going to build a rail line to this location. And Twin Oaks Valley Road was actually going to go somewhere, because at the time it ended a few blocks to the south, and it was going to go to the coast. So that was amazing to me. I talked to the city and the city council, and I just got nothing but enthusiasm and a sense of, yes, we can do this, come to us with what your ideas are. And so I had an idea. And the idea was to develop a mixed-use neighborhood, a core neighborhood in the suburbs. So that's when we get to the why. So after the Second World War, the first suburbs were built. And they always had a center at their core, an urban place, a place that provided their identity, it provided a place for culture, it provided a place for work and other opportunities. But over time, we forgot that. And we built suburb after suburb after suburb. And at their core, we have a town center, but basically it's a parking lot with buildings around the edge that's called a town center, but it's not one. And that land planning model is a fantastic model. It's a fantastic model for families. You move into a neighborhood like that as a new resident, and you find yourself playing in the streets with the kids, and you meet your neighbors. You find yourself playing at the park, and you meet new friends. You go to sporting events, you go to school events, and you meet people. You're always out in the community. You're part of the community. But once those kids move out, you aren't out in the community as often. And I'm talking, for myself. I don't want to generalize for everyone, but I believe that the majority of people find themselves more isolated in their homes. And they have to work harder to be out in the community. They occasionally bump into someone, but it's not with purpose. It just happens, but it's not a frequent event. You climb in your car, you drive to the store, you get back home, you press the button, you drive into your house. You don't want to see some of the neighbors. And it's not it's different. When you're empty nesters and young people, the suburbs are not the place for them. And we master planned communities, but we forgot about that it didn't apply to everyone. I joke about the fact that when these master planned communities were planned, there was nobody over 65 in the room. And so, where are you? What are the options for you? So you can always leave the community and go away and find a place. You can move downtown, but our downtowns aren't what they used to be. So we saw an opportunity, and we wanted to create a place where there was an alternative type of housing that was available. And the reality is we're in a housing crisis, so having a lot of housing is a positive. But even more important, emptying out the homes with those empty bedrooms and restocking those bedrooms with little ones and kids, that's also a goal. And that rejuvenates the schools in the neighborhoods. But at the moment, we don't have options for these people. Many of us are stuck in our homes with a 3% mortgage and a roof and insurance costs that's more than our original mortgage. It's just our reality. So what are we doing? We're developing a high-density, walkable, 200-acre area, serving not just San Marcos, but the entire region. We are creating an urban core for our region, a place with public spaces and buildings designed around people, not cars, a place where you can walk to shops, restaurants, your daily chores every day, all bumping into people, making new friends, seeing new people, seeing old ones. It's a place where density is a feature, not a flaw. Density enables us to attract the best restaurants, the best retailers to a neighborhood. And it's a positive. It enables us to have events in the park, in the streets. And that's what it's all about. It's trying to create the place. Unfortunately, before me, there were some people who talked about it. Matt talked about the Friday nights farmers market. What an opportunity was presented to us bringing the farmers market with the chamber here, and then the opportunity to move it to Friday, where it flows into the weekends. And we promised the chamber that we would stock the farmers market with music and events so it flows up into the evenings. It becomes a place to meet your friends and neighbors. And hopefully you'll rethink about where you live and how you live and join us at North City. It's a place for students, for the first time stretching out their wings and finding out what life's about. It's a place for families in their first homes. It's a place for professionals building careers. It's a place for employers where you can attract the best because the young people come in there and say, this is the sort of place I want to live in, and gee, I've got a job here, that's fantastic, I'll take this one rather than the one where I have to commute to. And as I just said, it's important that we create a place that's attractive to those of you in single-family homes, so that you at least consider reevaluating how and where you're going to spend the next 10 or 20 years of your life before you have to be moved or somebody moves you into that senior care facility. And maybe we'll have a senior care facility in the neighborhood so that we can and bring a preschool in, and then we can all spend our entire lives in North City. We become North citizens. So that's what we're trying to do. If you move to North City, we hope that you can get a cup of coffee downstairs in the morning, go for a beer in the afternoons or in the evenings, and never see the car over the entire weekend and maybe even longer. So moving to North City, CSUSM's next door. Start supporting their sporting events. There's not enough of our community at the campus too many times. We as a community need to be supporting CSUSM and Palomar and others. Get involved. Go to audit classes. Do things like that as life gives you the time to do that. And so as part of this, we realized that we couldn't just build another apartment building. I mean, I joke because my choices as a resident of a suburb is I can move back into the townhouse, the type of housing where I first got my first home, or I have to leave the community, what I said earlier. So we're trying to build a building that at least some of people in my demographic, my age, and empty nest, et cetera, or just a couple in older years, will consider moving into. So we built a building of steel and concrete so it was solid. You didn't hear your neighbors. You don't hear the people upstairs and downstairs and all the rest of it. You have floor-to-ceiling glass where you can see the horizon. On the east, you can see Palomar Mountain. On the west, you can see the coast. And around us, you've got the hills of San Marcos. We have a private open space on the elevated level above the street. It's nearly an acre. It's 40,000 square foot. An acre is 43,000 square foot of pool and gardens and clubhouses and cabanas and everything that you can think of. We've got beautiful lounges with world-class art. We've got just a phenomenal artist helping us put it all together. State-of-the-art fitness center. It's going to be operated by FIT, who are probably the best fitness operator in San Diego County. They'll be operating classes and offering group classes. We know that we had to build something special, and that's what we hope we achieve. And if I can just get you to come and tour it, I know that most of you, the last thing in the world you thought you'd go back and rent, but it's an opportunity to get away from the maintenance costs and insurance costs. Let us take care of it. Reduce your cost of living on that sort of thing. Change your lifestyle. Give yourself an opportunity to rejuvenate that lifestyle. So that's what we're doing at North City. Final W is a when. January 2026, that building will be up and open. Actually, sooner. The contract is in the room, so it has to be sooner. And then this summer, Shea Homes and Lennar Homes are opening the first of the for sale homes. So on the west side, we've got 600 for sale homes. Those are for the young families. They can walk or ride their bicycles across to everything we're doing in North City. It's just a block away. They're opening their first homes. We've got a dozen restaurants or so, food places, ice cream, cookies, everything you can think of. We've got Mesa Room climbing. Those of you who haven't tried it, it's wonderful. And plus, it's got a full fitness center in there. And then after this, we are building our Central Park. We hope to open at least the lawn area by next summer and in 2026, so that at least we can start moving the movie events and the music events and into the park. And after that, we'll move the whole farmers market in a year later around the park. We hope to build a market neighborhood. We are working hard to attract the country's best grocer, but we aren't there yet. Some can't talk about it. And then we've got a lot of other plans, and we hope that what we're doing is meaningful, is successful. Obviously ourselves, that's a selfish statement, but we hope it's successful for the community. So we build community, bring value to the community. Everything we do, we want to add value to our neighbors, and that's our goal in life. Thank you very much. I want to thank the Chamber for the opportunity again. Most importantly, the City of San Marcos and the university. The relationships we've had with both of these have only strengthened ourselves, and we hope we strengthen the city at the same time. And importantly, the mayor, who is probably our biggest booster, and we look forward to watching her career in the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Gary. And the Chamber, we so value our partnership with North City. We're so excited to have our street fairs in North City now, and then the farmers market moving to Fridays. It's going to be a party. So we certainly appreciate that. And because of you, I get to like a childhood dream. Every day I go to work, I get to see a 12-story building being built from scratch, from rock and dirt, and it's just it's wonderful to be part of that. So thank you. Okay, during her nearly 2 decades on the San Marcos City Council, the last 7 as mayor, Rebecca Jones has been a transformative leader, helping to guide our city as it has evolved into the jewel of North County and a center for innovation, education, and healthcare. Spanning 5 successful elections, Mayor Jones has consistently prioritized public safety, clean streets and parks, and above all, financial responsibility. Under her leadership, San Marcos has been named one of the safest cities in California and one of the best places to raise a family. Having been a small business owner herself for 20 years, Mayor Jones understands both the challenges businesses face and the important role they play in the city's overall prosperity. She also gets the key link between quality of life, a healthy business climate, and housing. Today, San Marcos has a higher percentage of affordable housing than all of its neighboring cities and the second highest in the region. Mayor Jones's leadership also extends to the regional level. As a member of the Sandag Board of Directors Executive Committee and Regional Planning Committee, Mayor Jones is truly a tireless advocate on issues affecting North County, including transportation spending and regional housing allocations. Please welcome San Marcos Mayor Rebecca Jones.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very excited to be here. It's such a pleasure as I get to talk about moving San Marcos and this region forward to its bright and prosperous future. I know I'm here to talk about the future of our business community, but to do that, I really need to start with a bigger story. That's because the San Marcos you see today didn't just happen. It is a result of decades of work, collaboration, thoughtful planning, and most importantly, something we call the San Marcos Way. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. Don't get me wrong, we are very proud to call San Marcos a business-friendly city as we work hard to provide a concierge service level. But that's just part of the story. Studies consistently show the quality of life is just important, if not more important, when it comes to a healthy, growing local economy. That's because businesses are run by people, and people want to live and work in places that are safe, affordable, and full of opportunity. Just last month, San Marcos was again named one of the safest cities in all of California. And if you look around the room, we do have many of our deputies here today. They do a wonderful job. We're so grateful for them. But 8 of the top 10 cities that were named in that study were much smaller than ours. That makes our ranking even more impressive. And San Marcos was also named one of 6 cities that saw crime decrease over the past year. We also happen to be the second safest college town in all of California and one of the safest in the country. Safety also includes having outstanding fire and emergency medical services, and the San Marcos Fire Department currently has a Class 1 rating, something achieved by less than 1% of fire departments nationwide. This not only makes us safer, but it also has a direct impact on the insurance rates that you all pay as business owners. We're not resting on our laurels, though. In fact, we are making major investments in our fire department, including new engines, new personnel, and if you hadn't heard, building a 5th fire station. I'd like to recognize Sheriff Captain Kevin Ralph and also Fire Chief Dan Barron for your leadership. Where are you? You get to stand, and we're going to clap for you. Oh, look. It's even a photo op. I love that. No, they work very closely together. We really appreciate that. So thank you for all you do to keep our communities safe. We really appreciate you. Businesses are also looking for cities where their employees and their families want to live and can afford to live. Fortune magazine has named San Marcos one of the top 25 cities in the country to raise a family. And we have the highest percentage of affordable housing of any of our neighboring cities, and the second highest in the entire county. We also have 44 parks, and yes, that's once again more than any of our neighboring cities. That's what I like to call us San Marcos. We have already heard this morning about the innovative work taking place across our educational institutions here in San Marcos. This creates an incredible workforce pipeline. In fact, one area that this workforce pipeline is especially strong is, of course, healthcare, an industry that's rapidly growing right here in San Marcos. Over the past 4 years, we've seen a 20% increase in healthcare jobs here in San Marcos, higher than the countywide average and even the average right here in North County. We'll see that number continue to increase with the recent announcement, in case you hadn't heard it, that Scripps plans to build a $1.2 billion campus right here in San Marcos with 1,700 new high-paying jobs. Last fall, we completed the Creek project. We thank you for your patience because we know that was very time-consuming. That was our largest capital improvement project in our city's history. We know that major construction is an inconvenience and can be especially disruptive for our business community. Investing in infrastructure, though, is absolutely critical to maintaining a safe community with an excellent quality of life. It's also essential to the city's financial health. One unexpected emergency repair can cost millions of dollars. That's why in San Marcos, you will always be seeing an ongoing investment in our roads, our drainage systems, even though they're not very exciting, and other important infrastructure. All of this is made possible because of how we operate as a city. San Marcos is not just business-friendly. We pride ourselves on operating like an efficient business, or as I like to call it, the San Marcos way, something that we have done for decades, the entire time we've actually been a city. Despite receiving the lowest share of property tax revenue in the region, we deliver exceptional services and invest in our future. And I'll have you know that San Marcos continues to have the smallest staff per capita of any comparable city in the region. Tonight, at the City Council meeting, we include an adoption of structurally balanced budget and maintains the second highest level of cash reserves in the region. One of the ways we make sure that we're getting the most from every dollar is by comparing the cost of providing city services in-house to the cost of the private sector. We've completed eight best value analysis studies already, which will save nearly $1 million a year, and we've got 4 more on the way. Earlier this year, we are the first city to create a new director of lean government. That's leading efficiency, accountability, and engagement. I think we're definitely onto something because we've been approached by many other cities to learn about this model. In fact, SANDAG, and we all hear a lot about that, San Diego Association of Governments, just created a very similar role. We might have had a little pressure on them. Speaking of SANDAG, we're also making sure North County's voice is heard on important issues like infrastructure investments and housing allocations. And in keeping with this morning's theme, moving forward, I'm excited to announce that San Marcos is about to kick off our first ever economic development strategic plan. Creating this plan will be a collaborative effort and guide how we grow our economy for years to come. None of this happens by chance. It takes careful planning, committed leadership, and most of all, continued involvement of people like each one of you. Look around the room. You are all people that have really invested so much in our community. And so as I wrap things up, I'm excited to share our latest economic development video, making its debut here this morning, so you get to say you saw it first. When we've had as much time in the saddle as me on the city council for almost 2 decades, and the last 7 as mayor, it's so gratifying seeing San Marcos hitting its stride. I was honored to take the reins, and as we come around the bend, I know the best is yet to come. There's a theme here if you didn't notice. You can always say that you heard it straight from the horse's mouth, by the way. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Jones, the Mayor of San Marcos, and this here is Jack. He's my little friend out here at Terry Campus of Life, where he helps children and adults with disabilities through an innovative equestrian therapy program. Standing here in this beautiful setting, you can almost imagine what this region was like back in the 1800s, when San Marcos was just a post office, a blacksmith, and a feed store. You wouldn't even believe all that's happened in the last 20 years here in San Marcos. Would you like to see some of it? What's that, Jack? Well, I guess I could show you around. There are some really cool things happening here in San Marcos. I'm sure no one would miss you, would they? Shh, let's be quiet. You know, Jack, San Marcos has always been synonymous with education and all the opportunities that it provides. Getting a good education is fundamental to people discovering all of life's possibilities. It's also fundamental to the story of San Marcos and who we are. In fact, Palomar College opened its doors back in 1946, almost 20 years before San Marcos became a city. Today, we are also the home of Cal State San Marcos, which offers 43 degree programs, 24 master programs, and even a doctoral program in conjunction with UCSD. You know what's really amazing about Cal State San Marcos? Over half of its graduates are the first in their families to earn a bachelor's degree, and a lot of them stay right here in San Marcos. And when you have a major university, the whole city becomes more prosperous with new development and new places to gather. And just down the road, we have St. Augustine and Stanbridge, 2 of the top schools in the nation for physical therapy, nursing, and other medical fields. You know, San Marcos really has become the healthcare hub of North County. Look over in the distance, just beyond the Kaiser Permanente, and you'll see where our newest hospital and medical center will soon take shape. We're so excited that to our healthcare hub, we're adding another major player in the industry, Scripps Health. They've announced their plans to build a $1.2 billion, and that's billion with a B, healthcare campus right here in San Marcos. Plus, this will bring 1,700 new high-paying jobs to San Marcos. This new hospital and outpatient facility will join Kaiser, which has been part of the San Marcos community for 25 years and just opened its new hospital in 2023. So not only do San Marcos residents have access to state-of-the-art health care right here in their own backyards, but our local business community benefits too. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. Our hospitals are only for people, but we do have amazing, wonderful small businesses, including veterinarians, where they can keep you healthy too. In fact, we have so many different kinds of businesses here in San Marcos. We could spend the whole day talking about them. I think it's the folks at Terry. Hello? Oh, no, Jack's fine. He's with me. Oh, no, everything's great. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we have a bad connection. We better go. We have a lot more to see. Let's go. It's been so exciting to see so many new businesses open here in San Marcos, and that's no accident. San Marcos has always prided itself on being business friendly, from how the city is planned to creating a total environment where entrepreneurs are set up for success. And we try to stay out of their way. And it's not just small businesses that are thriving. We've also got innovative homegrown businesses like Creative Electron, which started in 2008. I can remember that because it's also the first year that I was elected to the City Council. No, silly. We're not all about businesses. People want to come to San Marcos and start their businesses because we have such a good quality of life. We have lots of housing options, and we have parks and trails. People love living in San Marcos because we have all of the ingredients for a long, happy, healthy life. We also have a climate where you can enjoy the outdoors all year long. Miles of trails, 72 of them as a matter of fact, and more parks than any of our neighboring cities. As a city, we work hard to bring people together and foster a strong sense of community. No matter how much change is around us, we have stayed connected to our roots, and that's such an important part of our community character and who we are. Well, we don't live in stables, but we do have a lot of housing choices here in San Marcos. That's a good thing for our residents and our businesses. We know one of the things that businesses look for is a community where people of all incomes can find a home. All across San Marcos, you'll see a mix of single-family residential homes, condos, and modern apartments. The city has also made affordable housing a priority, expanding opportunities for families, seniors, and young professionals to live right here in San Marcos, where they're close to transit, jobs, and services. Even though we've done such a good job of achieving this balance of housing, new state laws are taking away the city's ability to manage future housing development. I feel so bad because our residents are so frustrated, and so are we. That's why it's so important to make sure people know about these new laws and get involved at the state level if they don't like what they're seeing. Oh, we better get you back. The folks over at Terry are getting a little antsy. Let's go. I'm so proud of what San Marcos has become, a place where people can live long, healthy lives, surrounded by opportunity, nature, and community. A place where people thrive. And you know what, Jack? The best is yet to come. Well, Jack, I'm really sad to have our time come to an end. Thank you so much for coming with me and keeping me company when we went all over the city to see all the great things that we're doing here in San Marcos. Oh, shh. And thank you for joining me today and learning about all of the possibilities waiting for you here in San Marcos. What's that over there? I wonder if they would mind if I just took it for a little spin.
Thanks, Mayor Jones and Jack. Thanks to all of you for attending today's event, our inaugural San Marcos Forward. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank all the presenters. Such great information, such a great city to live and work in. I'm so proud that I'm able to call it home, and I only have a 6-minute commute. So I also want to thank again all of our sponsors, everybody in this room, your partners of the Chamber, and we greatly appreciate everything that you do with us. Please, always let us know what we can do for you. That's why we're here. You heard some of the things that we're doing from Mike's presentation, and we're going to continue to do more. That's what we do. I want to thank Bella Gala. This place is just an awesome venue, and I'm sure many of you, it's the first time you had the opportunity to come here, but this is a great opportunity if you're looking for event space here in San Marcos. Thanks to our good friends at Casino del Charro for catering today. Amazing partners of the Chamber and the city. Great food. I've been told it was really good today. I didn't get a chance to eat. But and then I also want to thank our staff, Daisy Zavala, Scott Barnes, our events director, who puts her heart and soul into this event, Melanie Hamiel. So again, thanks so much for coming today. Have a great day. Appreciate all of you in the room. That concludes our program. Thank you.